Welcome to another episode of Oversaturated, the podcast where we discuss music, movies, pop culture, and everything in between. I'm Johnny.
And I'm Ralph.
Welcome to episode number 226.
226, man. No AKA this week. I'm trash. I ain't got nothing.
226.
New listeners, please follow us on all social media. Facebook, just search Oversaturated, the podcast. Twitter is Oversat Podcast. Instagram is Oversat the Podcast. And our email is oversatpodcast@gmail.com. And please be sure to check out our website, oversatthepod.com. Anything you need to know about OS is there.
Yes, sir. If you want to follow us individually, under Mind or Ralph across the social media platforms.
On Twitter, I'm JON2_B. On Instagram, I'm JBS_ESL_AAMU. Also, special shout out to WDJYFM 99.1 in Atlanta.
ATL, ho.
Yeah, shout out to OS Gang down there in Georgia, man.
Yeah, hold on.
Look at the guy. We gotta preface this whole episode. Wait a minute. Hold on, wait. Do I need to do a disclaimer?
Yeah.
The thoughts, views.
Hey, man, we got our boy on, our brother on, man, in these podcast streets, man.
Yeah,
we got the boy Spence on from Views from the 7, man. What's up to the people?
Man, what's happening, man? I'm glad to be back. It's been a minute.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a minute, man. Y'all over there looking all young and beautiful, man. It's been a minute. It's a privilege and an honor.
Skin moisturizer, you know what's up?
Hey, man.
But nah, man. Hey, man. Spence is a delight to follow on social media. Make sure we gonna make sure the people know where to follow you at the end of all this, man. Just follow your boy for all the takes, and make sure you go over the views for anything he gotta say.
Man, look, for real.
But nah, man, it's been a while since we collabed, man, and it was just like we just needed to reach out and just make sure we, broke bread with you in the podcast space, man. Just make sure you can come on and whatever, talk your shit, man. We here to do that.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir, man. I'm glad to be back.
So before we get into anything, how are you? What's going on in your life? What's cracking? What's going on?
Man, I just it sucks right now, man. Having older kids, you know what I mean? I got kids going into adulthood, man, and it fucking sucks, man. It sucks right now. It sucks. But other than that, man, I just been as far as like adult life, man, I've been chilling, man, just taking on new challenges and yeah, man, just one day at a time.
Hey, man, I tap into Views, so Spence has been on his MMA kick, no pun intended.
Yes.
How has that been? That's just not a regular workout. Like tell the people, how is that experience for you, bro?
It's humbling, man. It's really humbling, and it's a good, I'm a good stress reliever for me.
Yeah.
But it's really, really humbling, man. It just, getting your ass beat like from a science point of view, man. It sucks. It sucks, but it's a great challenge. Yeah.
You think you got hands until, right? You think you got hands until like somebody else, like, oh man, you really
with the better hand. Show
you. Oh man, it's not even like. You know what I'm saying? Like I do all of it. So just like, jujitsu, man, where you kind of wrestling and submitting without even throwing a punch. You know what I mean? That sucks. Oh man. And right now I'm just in there, I'm trying to be strong. I got my ego. I don't really know what I'm doing right now. And so, man, I'm just getting tossed up, man. That's it.
I can't imagine somebody hit me with a hip toss. Like,
man,
that's crazy. My big ass getting flipped. Like, oh, that's crazy. Just getting tossed.
You never know the positioning of your body until somebody can trip you out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah. Submit you, you know what I mean? Take all your air out of you, put their knee in your stomach. I got kicked in the thigh like my second week, and my whole body cramped up, man. It's it's a different, man. It's different, man. The just from a cardio perspective, shout out to Ralph, man. Me and him, man. I'm big on strength training.
Yeah.
And so, man, I come in there and just from a cardio perspective, and we going, the average fight only lasts about 15, 20 seconds before somebody break it up.
Yeah.
You talking about going 4 rounds with an experienced fighter, 4 rounds of 4 minutes. You know what I mean? So I'm gassed out in the first 30 of the first round. 30 seconds, I'm gassed out. So I'm just, most of the times when I get whooped out, it's because I'm tired.
Yeah.
He's like, you
That
got
makes
it.
sense. That makes sense.
That's it. Tapped out. Tap out. They say, hey, you communicate with your hands, your eyes, and your mouth. I'm tapping out with all three.
Look, yeah, make sure it's known. Hey, look, don't
Yeah, but
miss
it's
the
a,
hand. I'm
you know what I'm saying?
saying.
It's a great stress reliever, man. You know, as men, especially black men, you know, we carry a lot, we hold a lot in, and it's dope for me that I can just go out there and leave it all on the mat. You know what I mean? Leave it all on the mat, and when I'm done, I don't have the energy for nothing else.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
So all that other, you know, all of what life's give us, man, you can find yourself not caring about it.
Yeah,
You know, so that's the cool thing about it, you know, but it's a journey. It's a
Yeah.
journey. It's a journey.
Hey, that's dope that you was able to even get into it, and it sounds like you sticking with it. So that's what's up.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I can't see myself quitting. I got too
Love
many
it.
wounds now, man.
Like, oh yeah, you in it now.
You
You
in
been
it
jumped
now.
in. You in.
Yeah.
All right, what we doing? We
Off
get
the
to it?
dome, man.
Off the dome.
I got one for you. Music question, man. I think you guys will like it, man. It's been so much conversation about the big three, and they had like stellar album quality mixtapes before they dropped. Kendrick, Drake, and Cole, right? So one gotta go. Friday Night Lights, So Far Gone, to Section 80. Who you got to kick out the whip? And we'll start with Spence.
Oh, I'm getting so far gone out of here. Easily.
Oh,
Easily. Section 80 is
I'm actually
Section 80.
I'm actually surprised that he went the Drake route on this one.
Friday Night Lights was not my introduction to Cole, but I had went back and I appreciated it a lot more after I knew who Cole was.
Yeah, yeah.
With Drake, it was like it was cool.
Yeah,
but I could do without that.
Yeah.
I mean, it was cool. It was great music. You know, I really didn't like Successful and all that shit too much, but
gotcha.
You know, he got some joints on there, and then Section 80 is just, I could never get rid of that one.
Wow, and I was actually
still listen to that.
I was actually expecting you to go the other route, like because I know that you. I think Spence's takes on a lot, be kind of like off the wall. But if you listen to him talk about it, it started to make sense. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I thought he was gonna kick Kendrick out the whip just off of like.
Section. Ooh.
Section 80 is a great album. Don't get me wrong.
The Spiteful Chant I still listen to. It ain't on streaming right now, but I'll be YouTubing it, and I still listen. The Spiteful Chant is my shit.
Johnny, what you got, bro?
I gotta get Section 80 out of here. If we comparing it to the other two, those two to me, I guess resonate with me more, or the two that I play more than Section 80.
Yeah.
Like that's really all I got. And not saying that it's a bad album, a bad project. Of course it's not. But when comparing it to the other two, it's definitely them two for me.
It's like I'm not comparing them at all because I think they're all great in their own right.
Absolutely.
But I would probably say Section 80, and the only reason I say that is because I think more of the projects with Cole and Drake stick with me more. You know what I'm saying? Like if you ask me what's on Section 80, I'm gonna say ADHD and High Power because that's what I listen to. That's what made me a fan of Kendrick. Like I was like, oh my god, like who rapping like this? But I feel like the rest of the project kind of went over my head, and that's the things that we'll probably get to with like Kendrick's music. And I was just like, it's still a good project, but just for me personally, it didn't stick with me that much. Now, Friday Night Lights, like me and Johnny said, that's refund check music. So we got that. Like,
absolutely.
Like, that is some college broke. That's some college broke nigga shit there. I was like, oh, I can agree with this. I rock with this. And then, So Far Gone was just So Far Gone. Like it just had like the commercial appeal where I think it could have been an album already. We had those debates all the time. So that's where I'm at with it.
Yeah. Man. That's fun.
I ain't mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all.
All right. So for my Off the Dome, also music related, I want both of y'all to pick your favorite artists and give. So there's a person that comes to you that's never listened to your favorite artist, whoever that is. Pick 2 songs from your favorite artist to introduce that person to who your favorite artist is as an artist. Does that make sense? And why y'all think I'll go first?
Okay.
For me, I'm going Twista. Twista is one of my personal top 5 rappers like ever, right?
To the rhythm of a hi-hat.
Exactly. You feel me? So the two songs I'm gonna go with for Twister. I think a given. This first one is a given. Adrenaline Rush, right? I think it speaks to everything Twister is as an artist. The ability to rap fast over a beat, even though he really ain't saying that much, and that's the premise of Twister, right? But also, I'm going a song called "Still Feels So Good." Now this is a follow up to "Feels Good," "Still Feels Good," but the production on this one is better, and he slowed down his flow, and it's actually telling a story. I think Twister's a really good storytelling artist, and is really displayed in that song "Still Feels So Good," which is on Kamikaze, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
So I'm definitely going those two: Adrenaline Rush and "Still Feels So Good." Who wanna go next?
I go. I'm not even gonna go old school. I want to say one of my favorite artists now. He's still one of my favorites, although he's been overshadowed, if I want to say. I'm going Wale. And I say "Don't Hold Your Applause" and "Legendary."
Yeah, okay.
I'm not mad at that at all.
I fuss with that, man. I'm gonna stay like in the current space of people, and especially somebody we go talk about soon. I'll say J. Cole, and I'll go with one song off of Friday Night Lights, "Too Deep for the Intro." I think the way J. Cole wrote the beat is crazy. Like, and then if I got to go a single, I'll probably go "No Role Models." I don't even know if that was like a real single off of 2014. Rest in peace, Uncle Phil. Real. Like, I don't know. I
don't think it was a single, but it's big enough that it could have been
biggest songs. And like,
I think that people made it a single. Yeah,
got you. But it's like if I had to pick two of those, like two J. Cole songs, I'll go there first.
Okay,
and then you'll find something else.
I'm not mad at that. Yeah. I'm not mad at no. That's what's up. So
hey,
that's
man,
off
I'm about to go back to all them, man.
Look, I know, right?
right. But no, people, that was off the dome. What you have?
Oh no, I was gonna say. So that was off the dome. Just let us know what two songs would you pick from your favorite artist to introduce to someone else.
And then also, if you got one, gotta go Section 80, Friday Night Lights, or So Far Go.
Let us know.
Let us know. OS gang, what's happening, family and kin folks? We got the homie Spence in the house, man. We got a few topics here on the OS News docket, but docket. Damn, I gotta get that.
Enunciate, bro. It's okay. It's okay.
So we got to figure this out, man. It's so much going on in the rap streets, or just the music streets in general, right? We don't know who's shooting at who. That's why J. Cole took his ball and went back in the house, because it's not safe outside.
Yes.
Okay. We got to start with I guess you would say the diss that kind of, got us here, right? Well, not got us here, but at least the current space. Drake dropped a new diss. What's the name of it? I forgot. But it has the assistance of AI in it. And it's kind of like it's caused this whole debate on social media, and I don't know how to feel about this, right? Like, did Drake come back outside and rap? Absolutely. Ain't nobody taking away his rap card in that sense. He's taunting people at this point.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm cool with that. I'm just kind of on the fence with the AI stuff, man. I know who want to jump out there first. What y'all got? Like, did you enjoy the diss? Where we at with it?
The song stinks. The song stinks. Hey, man, I don't know if I ever want to hear Two Drock again, man.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? That's the part that hurt me, right? That's the part that hurt me, because it was like, it was like listening to Pac, but I can hear Drake in it.
Yeah,
and everything about that was just gross.
Yeah.
Right. The Snoop Dogg part was like, that's just Snoop Dogg. I wasn't even. It is what it is.
No Snoop lyrics.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, that's kind of like you heard one Snoop verse, you heard them all. So,
that's funny.
Drake came, and Drake really, like, Drake did his thing.
Yes. But
it was more so like, no, you leave this on the internet. This ain't nothing. This doesn't need to be a song. Like, so creatively, I thought it was interesting, right?
Yeah.
Like, it was a cool concept, but to make an entire song out of it, it was very cornball. And then you dealing with somebody like, why Pac? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to do artists, like, do like DMX and XXX Tentacion or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, leave him out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you had to get somebody from the West Coast. That's why.
Didn't do Nip.
I listen.
Well, would that be a good idea, knowing that Nip and Kendrick had a song together and I guess cool? Like, would that make sense?
I mean, Nipsey got a song with Drake too, so it's like, I don't know, like it's just a weird place.
Pac is just bigger than hip hop, man, and then everything about that just screams corny.
Yeah,
like do it with a lesser known dead person is. If that makes sense, like, you know,
yeah.
do it to somebody that open your eyes, but Pac is just too big for it, and it is going like if you can tell, no one's saying anything about Snoop.
No,
of course not,
because no one cares that much about Snoop, but not Pac, man. Not Pac, and not in your voice, like not in your cadence.
yes. It's like all this shit. It's creative as fuck, but it's like I listened to it. I was like, "What?" I was like, kind of like taken aback. Like, we done got all kind of posthumous Tupac verses. Like, you know, I know you love Pac's life. You know, that's an inside joke for Spence. Like, you love Pac's life. No, it's like we just gotta leave that over there, bro. Like,
yeah.
And then Snoop, like you said, like Snoop Dogg verse, like, that's cool. Like, yes, like I enjoyed what Drake was kicking on the end, but it's like leave that shit alone. And I think they kind of dilute it because it just gets like to a controversial space where it's like we're not even really talking about the diss no more. We just talking about AI.
Yep.
You know, I actually agree with Spence, right?
Yeah.
Pick a different artist. Pac transcends hip hop.
Yeah.
Pac has been gone for a long time. Like, why choose Pac? But I don't think I'm mad at the AI. I don't think I'm mad at the AI diss. Now, It is a little creepy. I'm not gonna lie. It's definitely creepy. But like, we had a conversation recently about how hip hop has evolved throughout all the different eras. Right? We had both golden ages. We had the blog era, the streaming era. So hip hop has been able to adapt no matter what the world is going through, right?
Yeah.
And the biggest thing right now that's still a concept that is being slowly rolled out is AI.
Yes.
What better artists than to really try this AI stuff out than Kendrick and Drake?
Yeah. And
now again, using Pac is crazy. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Now that's the part I kind of have like my pushback on, right? Because we already trying to see if this is something we even want to rock with. And then Drake jumps out the window in this wild west of hip hop that we got going. Everybody shooting at everybody. You use AI to assist you in a diss. This is gonna get real nasty real soon. Like, and it's kind of like auto-tune, right? Auto-tune was used and heavily, and then Jay had to jump down from the Raptors. Oh, we got to do deaf auto-tune. Well, who's gonna do deaf AI? Because this shit, I ain't with none of this. Like, for real. Like, I don't want no AI artists. I don't want none of that. I don't want people making AI pop verses. Like, it was already a thing. We got 15 years of pop verses after he got shot. Like, I'm good on like y'all playing with like the voice box on Scream and like everybody got like I'm good on that, bro.
I think the scary part is that like it'll really turn into the have and the have-nots, right? And what I mean by that is, you know, so often when we're hearing hip hop conversations, at some point it's brought in that a lot of artists don't own their music or their catalog, right? So, especially in today's music, it lacks emotion. So that is where AI can thrive in this era, and that's why it sounds so bad when Drake used it on Tupac, because you basically giving us a Tupac verse without emotion, which doesn't really exist.
That makes sense.
Now today, if a label drops an artist but owns their catalog, right? So with using AI, now not only do I own your catalog, I own some of your voice, a lot of it. So now I don't need you to make music. And that's where, you know, Drake is a one of one. He is an exception to the rule. I know there's a lot of backstory about, you know, he owns a stake in a label that owns whatever, that owns like a percentage of all of these artists and things like that. But it's like, well, now he's playing the nasty game that he's supposed to be against.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're using all of these artists' voices that's not actually on the song.
Mm-hmm.
So from a business perspective, it's like walking into fucking Walmart and it's all self-checkout aisles. I don't need you anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And that is where it gets scary for me.
Yeah.
And I think, and the more time that passes, the more I'm starting to think this whole Drake and Kendrick, this beef, right? I feel like it's to sprinkle the AI in there to see how it'll be received, because the entire hip hop community has been glued to this since like that came out, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So what better time than to really test the AI out, because we have the eyes and ears of everybody right now. And maybe that's another reason why Drake even decided to hop out there and do that.
And the best person to use it is Drake, because Drake has been like the catalyst for putting so much into hip hop that pushes it out to the masses. Like, I don't think we'll never accept another singing reggaeton, like another nigga that does that. You know what I'm saying? Like Drake is the only one. So if AI is it, and he has a legion of internet fans that just, let him do whatever, and they're okay with this, this is gonna be a problem. Like, it's
but
like,
see, this is also why Drake wants to be up there amongst the greats, but will never be respected as such, because the greats in hip hop would never allow this to happen. I could never see Jay-Z allowing someone to use AI, or a Jay-Z, a Nas, a M, anybody like that. You know what I mean? Any of the greats.
Yeah.
I could never see them allowing what this right now to happen. With the power that he has, this is what he's doing. I couldn't see that, and it's the LeBron James effect. Like they both greats, probably go down as all-time greats, but I don't think they'll ever be respected as such, because of moments like this where it becomes bigger than just what you're rapping. If you want to be the great, then be the great.
You think that's an age thing? Because I think most of the people you mentioned are, a little older, and Drake is around our age, right?
Older,
38, 39, yeah.
So do you think that's just the age thing? Like, you think this would be his version of going down as like the best or the GOAT or whatever, being able to have his hands in so many different pots, including the whole AI thing?
Yeah, but to be the great comes, great responsibility. And I think right now what he's showcasing is he's really gonna burn it all down to make a mid diss record. You know what I mean? For the sake of you making like a mid diss record. I mean, you know what I mean? Like we all listen to Joe Budden here and there, and this is what I feel like. This is what what's my man's that was on there and everybody was killing them for it.
What's the
he had the TV show? No, he had the TV show. Damn, the rapper. He a rapper from Long Beach.
Vince.
Well, Vince Staples. This is what. Now we're getting into the realm of what Vince Staples was talking about. Like the labels and the big corporations are looking at us and what we're doing now, and they're going to take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they've been doing the entire time, right? It's just a different way of taking advantage.
Just the problem. We just ain't gatekeeped enough. Like, you know what I'm saying? And Drake is the perfect person that doesn't allow gatekeeping in hip hop. Have we crossed, genre since, Run DMC and Aerosmith? Yeah, we've been doing that since day one, for real. But it's different now. It's so much of a business where it's not about the purity of the music. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
maybe I'm sorry.
No, I'm
saying just off the three of us having this conversation right here, I can see why, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers will want to team up to get him out or try to get him out of here.
Yeah.
If this is really what's going on, I can see why.
It's making a lot more sense.
Because
not one person is going to be able to do it. You know what I mean? That's impossible. He's too big.
Yeah. Yeah, this nigga Thanos for real. Like, it's like he gotta go though. Like, but we let it get too big and let it get out of control. Like, And I don't know when it was ever gonna be a good time to attack Drake, because there have been multiple people that have shot at him, and then when you discredit anybody that shoots at him, that's the problem. Nobody can say nothing to him. Like,
right.
There's a guy out here somewhere that's like, oh, Drake got so much money and hoes, nobody can talk to him. Nigga, what that got to do with anything? Like that has
shit. I feel like that's the majority of the internet for real. That's crazy.
Listen.
So okay, let me ask y'all this: do y'all think Drake is in a position where he's too untouchable for this type of stuff now?
Yes.
Like, there's no way any of this stuff could be rolled back. Like, his star can't dim. Like, none of that. Too.
Listen, he been getting dissed for a very long time, and nobody can get him out of here because he has a fan base that literally blankets him.
Yeah.
Like, shields him from anything. No, he is above criticism. Just criticism. Not even straight disses. Criticism.
Yeah.
I think from a business perspective, he might be untouchable. I think this is the most active I've ever seen him, though. So something had to touch him. You know what I mean? Something had to touch him in a way to where he's on the offensive like this. I ain't never seen this out of him. He's normally in control.
Yeah.
Right now, he's being 100% reactionary.
Yeah.
So, you know, and I got to shout out Metro, man. You know, the Metro and Future getting lost in this, but they're doing this with a #1 song, man. You know what I mean? You put Kanye on it, you know what I mean? And I see Kanye on it now, and it's like, it ain't just like I'm teaming up and we teaming up and we're doing this just to try to get him to react to it. We are doing this and exposing him with a #1 song, #1 hit song for a month.
Yeah, and that's the thing. He's trying to get Kendrick to pop out to step on it, and I think that's what it is. It's like, no. We gonna run these.
I'm gonna let.
If you go to Kendrick Lamar right now, you see "Like That" is his #1 stream song on Apple Music.
Yep.
Like that's he got better songs.
There is no. I mean, I know from an artist perspective, like, you know, we wanted him to respond just because we fans of hip hop, but it's like you can't go nowhere right now without hearing Like That. And every time you hear that song, you're gonna hear me dissing you. I don't need to say nothing else.
At all.
It ain't even summer yet. Like, that's a song that could stay around through the summer if it's played right. You know what I'm saying?
Let this mess around and be the song of the summer.
It might, bro. It might be. It might be. You know what I'm saying? And I just think everybody is shitting on every time Drake makes a move. It's like Drake is like Big Sean right now. You know what I mean? So he put out push-ups. Put out push-ups. 2 hours later, Ross completely deletes it.
Oh yeah.
He put out push-ups on DSPs.
Yep.
Nobody really care about it because everybody's talking about Taylor Swift. And then you put out the AI song, and then Chris Brown comes and completely steps on that.
Yes. Let's talk about that, right? I'm glad you brought up Big Sean because I've been killing him for about the past few weeks. I was like, bro, in a straight album rollout mode, and nobody cares. He dropped a whole Tiny Desk, which is a huge thing for us as rap fans. Nobody cares, but I'm off that, like, you know, because Christopher Maurice Brown, man. I hate to say I'm a fan because people like to kill you for those things, but I'm a fan. He just came outside and dropped a rap disc that's probably better than some of the shit we've been trying to digest for the past few weeks.
It's true.
So
Chris Vaughn, boy.
I see that. That was crazy. Them calling Chris Brown Chris Vaughn is insane.
That is insane. But it's like, I mean, Quavo, like, damn, what Quavo do? Like, it's over a chick, like it's over Sweetie.
Yeah.
We doing this over a chick that eat hot Cheetos and ramen noodles on IG
Fucking
Live.
these niggas, man.
The hoodest of the hood rats.
She not even a hood rat. She cosplaying. She's Nunu from ATL. Stop playing.
Yeah,
with
it's
me.
a fact.
Damn.
It's a fact. Shout out to her and Meg though. They surely is running through them.
Oh wow.
Hey, shit.
Definitely should have put that disclaimer.
Hey, man, shit. If you gonna fuck them all. Don't have fuck them all. Shit.
So with that, we'd like to diss.
This was he got straight to the point. Like, that's some shit that's some shit we need to stop. like that shit might
Hey, Quavo, you see me? Hey, I go to MMA class every single week. You need to be in there with me. this is hands at this point, man.
Yeah,
that, I think that is what Cole was trying to escape.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Yeah, because it's like
that's some shit.
It's cool like right now until somebody say something, and it's like I get it. It's like, you know, we all black men, we all understand the power of therapy and healing and all that other stuff. But it's like when a nigga start playing with you and you done went through some healing.
Yeah, right. Especially if something comes out about your wife, like somebody you're married to, have kids and stuff like that. So absolutely. Now, Sweetie and Meg, you know, like y'all said, they getting passed around. But if you come at the woman that I love, the woman that I married, nah. Now, like you said, we got to get in the MMA ring because that's crazy.
This is why, you know, I was so upset at J. Cole apologizing, right? Was because you are getting the kids these days, they grew up on drill music, unfortunately, right? And I feel like that was a very, very dark cloud on hip hop. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people, you talking about these real dudes right here just so happen to rap.
Right.
And a lot of people passed away. You know what I mean? A lot of people was murdered during those times. So J. Cole, you know, you put out KOD and you talking about the kids being on the lean and the drugs and all this. Well, now all eyes are on y'all, where you can show the kids that there is another way. This can be strictly lyrical. And you apologize, right? And then about 2 weeks later, this Chris Brown record comes out, and I'm not trying to put this on him. I'm just speaking as a consumer.
Yeah.
This is what we didn't want. Now the record is dope. I'm not he did his shit. He was in his King Von bag. The record is dope, but it was so disrespectful. This was like super ugly.
Yeah.
This was so ugly.
You can tell when a nigga got a problem with him. Like this ain't rap. Like this some other stuff.
This some other shit. Yeah.
This some other shit.
It's true.
And sometimes they make the best disses. I mean, they are disrespectful, but Jesus, like when you don't like dude, I don't like dude.
And you can tell.
Yeah, this some other stuff.
So I don't know.
That was bad.
Did Quavo
really
say something to him before? Am I tripping? Because I want to know where the diss came from.
Well, even then, like what is the energy come? What do you? I'm not trying to hear a Quavo diss, man, with the ad libs.
Like, I don't want to.
You know what I'm saying? You can't.
Like he said, he's the weakest link, and it's like we had to be honest about the hierarchy of Migos. I think we already understood that.
Yeah.
But it's just like you ain't.
No. I think Takeoff got the Aaliyah treatment.
Oh damn. I
think he got the Aaliyah treatment. He got the Nip treatment.
Oh, that's crazy.
He got the Nip treatment for sure.
For Offset to go out here and dance like Michael Jackson at these venues. That's what he got the treatment for.
I mean, hey, that's better.
He was doing when he was alive, though. He was doing.
Hey, man, a lot of these motherfuckers.
Well, I mean, he did it at the BET Awards. He did the BET Awards.
He always said he was He always said he was in the Michael and all that though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And I think Quavo was supposed to be the one.
No, he was. He got marketed to us as the one, right?
Right.
It was like that.
I think we lost Spence.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, that's crazy.
It was a great conversation.
I know, right? I know.
Oh,
wait, there we go. We back. Can you hear us? We back.
Yo, y'all hear me?
Yeah. We lost you for a second.
Oh, okay. My bad.
No, it's all good.
But yeah, Quavo was definitely like marketed to us to be the one.
Yep.
And I know I feel for this shit. I was like, oh, he ain't saying nothing.
Hey, we all did.
I don't know what he talking
We was
about.
calling him Beyonce. We was good, all that stuff.
But
but no, definitely fell in last place. So yeah, man.
I don't know, man. But let's talk about this, man. 50 Cent has opened a new studio in Louisiana. I think it's Shreveport.
Yeah,
right?
Shreveport, Louisiana.
Shreveport. It's the second biggest black-owned studio. Are we excited for G Unit Studios?
No.
Why not?
Bro, look.
You're not ready for all the buildings to be named, all the sound stages to be named after drug dealers.
The rappers, like, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be rappers and drug dealers.
It's just like I'm not trying to see like 50 variations of power.
Hey man, the power extended universe. You got to keep it going.
Look, bro. Like, as somebody that consumes all this, I watch all of them, so I'm not gonna sit here and like, cap about that. But I'm not gonna sit here and say like it's good TV. It's mind numbing. Like, I just want to get away from certain things. I watch this shit knowing it's trash. Like, knowing that, comparing it to other shows and other like content stuff, it's just like, oh, this ain't it. But I'm gonna watch it though.
See, I think that's a us problem. I think our community got a problem with watching trash. That's why we get. It's like
nostalgia.
It's like it's so bad it's good. We all have the it's so bad it's good attitude.
That's why Tubi's driving.
I'm putting. Hey man, I get what 50 Cent doing. I respect it, but I'm getting ready to give him the Tyler Perry tag in a minute.
Oh no, he's there.
Somebody already called him the male Tyler Perry.
Oh, I'm not mad at that.
But I mean, this the thing, right? 50 Cent is definitely a creative control space where he's kind of like Tyler Perry. Like, he shoehorns himself into everything. Like, we didn't have to have a Raising Canyon show, but yet we do. And then why does this little kid talk like you after you got shot? I'm confused. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, yeah, it's cool, I guess. You know what I'm saying? And if you have better situations than Tyler Perry, because Tyler Perry writes, produces, stars, and everything he fucking does, it's like, hey, if 50 Cent, we don't need you to do a whole bunch of that. Just let black creatives get their shit off. Like, if you let Issa come over there and cook, or Quinta, or whoever the next black creative is, let them come over there and utilize your studio.
And I think that's where I'm at with it. So not only that, but for the city of Shreveport, Louisiana. Now, my sister lives there, so I've been down there a few times. Mm-hmm. That's going to employ a lot of people. Yeah. A lot of people. But the space itself, I'm hoping that a lot of younger black creators, or just black creators period, are able to utilize the space. Like, we talk about rap shit getting canceled, right? Yeah. Like, maybe somebody could pick it up and they can start recording again, start shooting again at G Unit Studios. Like, I'm hoping that this space gets utilized by the type of creatives that we're trying to see ourselves. Yeah, we talk about how bad the Power Universe is and all that, but who's next? Who's up next? We don't know. So maybe this space gives them the opportunity to really get their stuff off, where we can actually start seeing more movies, more TV shows, just more content from our own. So hopefully this is what this does. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see though. Shout out to 50.
Shout out to 50. Now, it was an interesting debate online, right? And the question is very simple. And I know you pay attention to women's basketball, bro, so I know you'd be hip to it. Has Angel Reese had the same effect on Caitlyn Clark that Kanye had on Taylor Swift? And, kind of like the dynamic of the black villain and the white hero, or the white victim. Yep. Well, like, what do you even kind of share with that ideology? What's up with that, bro? Like, what you think?
I would say the Kanye situation helped Taylor Swift in a point to where Taylor Swift became like a household name, right?
Yeah.
I don't listen to her music. I only like Trouble. That's the only Taylor Swift song I like.
Yeah.
But she became a household name to me because of Kanye West. But Kanye West was that big at that time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
With the Angel Reese situation, I was hearing her name last year. I was hearing her name, but it wasn't enough for me to turn on a game to watch Angel Reese.
Yeah. Got you. Okay.
But the power of Caitlyn Clark and what she did this year was enough. Like, she was killing.
Yeah,
And then when you couple that with the Angel Reese's and the rest of them, that's when now I want to watch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I ain't doing that, man. I ain't doing that.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, because it's like, it sounds cool until you actually start thinking about it, right? Because Kanye's controversy at the time did help propel Taylor Swift's, career. We're not talking about the talent. Like the talent was already there, and then the marketing and all that comes because she leaned into it for a long time. Caitlyn Clark was clearly her until she bumped into Angel Reese into that Final Four game or whatever that was.
Yeah.
So like we already knew who Caitlyn Clark was. I mean, now it's just on us as black people because we like to ride for ours, and I get it.
Yep.
But no, Caitlyn Clark is really one of them. Like it ain't no denying that one. She one of them. So it's just that she's polarizing, and it kind of gives white people something to kind of latch on to. Oh, we have something. Yeah, y'all do. Y'all got y'all one. I'll give you that. You know what I'm saying? They got a few of them, but they got like Caitlyn, like, oh no, that's y'all got it. Because she busts anybody ass that go out up there against her. So it ain't. I don't think white people are hyping up mediocrity at this time. Yeah. It's just somebody that's just legitimately good. So I wouldn't say Angel Reese helped her in any way, but it did help fan the fires for the sport.
For sure.
It didn't help. It didn't help her though. I don't think it helped Caitlyn.
I look at it like this.
Even.
Oh no, go ahead.
No, I'm saying shit. Even with her going to the WNBA, like if you were watching the games, you could see the WNBA players really wasn't fucking with Caitlyn like that
at all.
They really ain't even fucking with them. So I don't even know if the so-called whites are
Taraji already said fuck her. Like Taraji said that so many words. Fuck her
a few times. You know what I mean? So hey. Sometimes you got to go up against Tom Brady, man. It happens.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Sometimes it happens.
And I don't want to admit that either, but it's true. But I look at it like this. Let's just say Angel Reese, for whatever reason, decided to play another sport, got it to the NBA early, whatever. Caitlyn Clark was still going to break all the records that she broke. Last season, when she like really started heating up and became a household name, she became a household name before her and Angel Reese even played each other, even clashed, right? Mm-hmm. So no, I definitely don't subscribe to Angel Reese fanning the flames of who we think or who Caitlyn Clark is now, because I think with or without Angel Reese, she would have been the number one pick still anyway.
Mm-hmm. But you know, it's kind of like you need the adversary, right? Mm-hmm. Like it's good that Caitlyn Clark is doing all these things, but you needed something to kind of put her against, to make the sport grow. Because I mean, we've seen it all the time in the NBA, like the Magic Bird and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. That did what it did for the NBA, and then hopefully we get that with the WNBA, because we know that these women are great athletes. It's just that the league suffers because of lack of participation and support.
Yep,
it's not the athletics itself. So we see, we'll see what goes on with that.
Listen, them ticket prices already went up just off the strength of Caitlyn Clark being.
They had to out here. I think it'll be at the T-Mobile Center. I think.
Oh,
so it used to be. So the Aces games are usually at the Mandalay Bay, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And they've moved it to the T-Mobile, which is
that's a big thing. That's
talking about that's big. You're talking about a regular concert venue that they put into a gym into like an old damn near stadium.
Yeah, right. So, let me ask you this. Time out. We gonna get back to this, but how do you feel about like Vegas is like it's kind of like they taking over Vegas in a sense. Like you got all these businesses and corporations and sports teams moving. Like I know that's your city. You're a Las Vegas native for people that don't know. Mm-hmm. And I was just like curious, how does that work? You know what I'm saying? How do you feel?
Locals out here hate it, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you. No, because you know what I mean? Like with coming up, like Vegas was like a retirement city. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like everything was kind of like cheaper and things like that. But now it's like we're still a small city, but now we have like say a California prices.
Okay.
So in hindsight, you got all these rich folks coming, people from the NFL and the WNBA, eventually the NBA. You got big money coming here now. Yeah. So now what that's doing is now you're pricing out the locals.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like our hood spots out here going for like $1,200-$1,300. You talking about apartment? You talking about like small apartment studio units that was at some point was like $600-$700 a month, maybe.
That's crazy. Double.
And it's kind of like I know, and then like the NBA eventually wants to move there. We know that the major league is moving there in like 2 years. Whenever they can blow up the casino, from what I've been looking at. So it's like you'll have all major 5 sports franchises in one city.
That's crazy.
That's You know, respectfully, like you said, it's just not equipped for that. But yeah, we go force it. Like a baseball stadium in Vegas now. The baseball stadium in the desert sounds insane. Like it sounds insane.
Never have a canceled
on the
game.
strip. On the strip, might I add, which is crazy.
That is crazy.
That is crazy. But nah, man, while we got you here, we know you pay attention to the comic book lore, so we got to get your POV on a few things, man. Let's start here, man. Joker 2. Like, what you even think about that? We know you put your cape on for Batman. We got a sequel to his arch nemesis. That's supposed to be a musical. Like, we got to get all that out there. Like what you think about that, man?
The trailer is dope. The trailer was dope. The trailer was beautiful. Mwah. Right? But y'all been telling me this is going to be a musical for like 2 years.
Yeah.
So I can't get the musical perspective out of my head. And I get what they're doing with the musical. I get why you want to do it with the musical because I know they seen A Star Is Born. A Star Is Born did crazy numbers. Lady Gaga got killed in that. The soundtrack went #1, all of that. Right? So I know they seen that, and I know that's what they're basing it off of. It has to be. But you gonna isolate those that came for what the movie was made for. I don't want to fucking watch an R-rated Beauty and the Beast. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I'm not trying to hear no fucking. Can you imagine, like, you know what I'm saying?
He's not wrong, though.
The fucking Joker, like, killing somebody, or he robbing a fucking bank and he just break out in song.
Give me your money.
Right.
Oh my God.
It's so disgusting. Because like I'm a fan of the original film. I think it's dark as fuck. I only watched it once. I thought it was a good film, but I don't ever have to watch it again. But you're giving me part 2, and there's no Batman here. So who is the villain? Like, who is his opposition? Like, we're pretty much making the Joker this hero of a sense. Like, he's not a hero. This nigga is crazy. Like, and so society can't be the villain this time.
Hey, man, society grew stronger.
Oh, this is crazy.
Look, Spence, I'm with you, Spence. I can't get the fact that this is a musical out of my head, which didn't allow me to enjoy the trailer. Like, I just couldn't, because I know what's coming behind. Like, I know.
Bro, they've been punching that musical shit in our heads for like 2 years.
Trying to prepare us. I'm still not prepared. Like, no. And so the trailer that came out was a teaser. So when the theatrical trailer comes out and they actually singing in that, like, I'm not prepared. I'm not prepared.
Yeah, this is
not prepared at all.
That's gonna make or break it. But what I will say is, though, have y'all seen A Star Is Born, the original with her and Bradley Cooper?
No, I haven't seen it.
My wife cries on it every time, but it is a great movie. I've watched it like 2-3 times, and if Lady Gaga gives any close to a performance, I would say it's dope. And y'all check it out, man, for real. I don't even, you know what I mean? It's a dope movie, you know what I mean? A quick synopsis, you know what I mean? He finds, he's like a country singer, alcoholic, does drugs, got to take steroids to perform, all that shit. He finds Lady Gaga, they get a relationship, and while her career is blowing up, he's becoming a has-been. And then it just, you know what I'm saying? But it's really, really dope. It's a great fucking movie. So if she gets anything close to a performance like that, I'll say, okay.
Yeah, like,
that wasn't a musical. It wasn't a musical per se, but it was like, you know, he's a country artist and she's coming up, so it was like showing them singing and performing. Yeah, but it really wasn't a musical.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, yeah, I just don't want this shit to be like Grease Lightning or some shit. Like, I just don't want them to do that many songs. Like, bro, and it better be, if it do, they better slap. Like, I know they better slap.
They say they're supposed to be cover songs. So.
Oh no, I ain't with that. Nope. You gotta have some original joints, man.
Hey, I'm just a messenger. I don't know. It's crazy.
It's a fucking shit show right now, man.
That's a good segue.
Yeah. What is up?
He said DC is just a shit show right now.
Yeah. So let's ask this, man. So you got you got the Elseworld properties, which have the Batman, you have the Penguin, you got Joker 2, and then Superman Legacy is supposed to kick off their connected universe next year. So it's kind of like, are we good with that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like all these properties at once or not being connected?
Hey man, check this out.
Yeah.
The only good thing to ever happen to Superman was Christopher Reeves breaking his neck.
What the? Hey, wait.
No one.
What?
Look.
What is
No
happening?
No one has ever gave a fuck about Superman on TV outside of Dean Cain. It ain't never worked. It's never worked. It's never translated. Keep him in the video games. Just keep him in the video games.
No, Superman video games been trash too.
It's so crazy because like we just talked about Superman Legacy, right? And I think even just a few podcast episodes ago, we talked about how nobody really cares about Superman like that. But while he's wildly popular, like outside of those 5 Christopher Reeves films, kick the rest of them shits over. Like, I mean, Man of Steel is good. Don't get me wrong.
I like Man of Steel.
Man of Steel is decent. I ain't gonna say
I like it.
But it's kind of like, come on, fam. Like they have not done the justice with the character. And you see where the money is, Batman. We gonna keep giving y'all Batman films. We gonna give you 2 at the same time. Like we got 1 in the universe, and then we gonna have Batman 2 right over here, baby. Like whatever you want, we got both of them for you.
That shit is stupid. They gonna turn him into fucking Michael Myers, bro. Like it's a million fucking Michael Myers for no reason. Like,
damn. I don't know. I want to rebut that, but I don't got nothing.
Because listen,
the only one I got hope for that I think is gonna be dope is the Penguin.
Oh yeah, the Penguin show looked really good.
That might be the only show that actually makes sense because we've been getting a lot of duds from the MCU when it comes to their shows. Mm-hmm. So it seems like that since this is a one-off, it should work just fine.
Right.
Because it's going to give you character development for the Penguin, and then we'll see what that translates to when part 2 of the Batman comes out. So it should work.
But I also think that's good. The Batman part 2 is also contingent on the villain. Because we got this Batman in year 2 of him being Batman and all of that. So what villain can they use with him being so early in his career?
Yeah, because they already teased the Joker, and then you already have the Penguin right there. So it's like, who you go with?
Right.
I think it's too. I think it's still too soon for the Joker, man. I think
for sure.
That's way too soon. That'll take away from the movie.
Absolutely.
I think Croc will be kind of dope, man.
I wouldn't be mad at that. Like it'll I feel like they have to use like a human villain, maybe like Black
Mr.
Mask.
Freeze would be dope if done right.
True, but how do you fit
that Mr. Freeze into that universe?
And
like, I guess because we got that damn Arnold Schwarzenegger version, it's kind of fucked up what I think it could be. Goofy as hell.
But they did Bane justice, so you know what I'm saying? Like, they was able to get that version of Bane out of our heads.
Debatable.
What? Oh man, I thought that Bane was amazing.
Okay. So he was. Until the end when he was a pawn.
The end was fucking
that's what gets me. No, he looked boring Batman up the entire movie,
like the whole film.
Yeah, but that's my only thing.
Hey man, and so let me ask you this, Spence: is the MCU on life support? Is Deadpool the saving grace?
They ain't on life support, but they got like type 2 right now.
Wait,
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's
what?
It's shaky, man. It's shaky.
It's real shaky, man. Like
it's a lot of I don't know, man, uncertainty.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Like we talk about Deadpool a lot. Like Deadpool is, supposed to be the character that kind of brings it all together. The Fox MCU and then the, all the MCUs together. Like kind of like how do we? It's like we're contingent this upon like Deadpool and Wolverine. Wolverine is a character that we've only seen one actor play for the past 24 years. Like it's kind of crazy when you think about it. And then Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool. It makes sense, but it's just like I think it's going to take away from his own film. This is a trilogy for him. You know what I'm saying? Where his movies have kind of been okay. You know what I'm saying? We look back at it like them Deadpool films were just okay.
I think these films like the Deadpools and the Wolverine, the cast alone, the rated R one.
Yeah.
I think these type of films right here are to bring in the casuals. So the ones that don't really know what the hell is going on, but like it looks cool.
Yeah.
Because I loved Logan. I love
Same.
I've loved the first two Deadpools. Yeah, I think this is really their cash cow. Now what Marvel decides to go from here is that part I do not know.
And
You know
I
what
think
I mean?
and I think the reason why this movie will be successful is because it's the only one in MCU this year. It's the only one. So people go out to see it, even if they're not like really. It's like this only comic book film we got, right? Like we had Madam Web. I know that didn't do well.
Yeah.
And
How you ruin a perfect set of titties like that?
What?
and this and then Joker 2 comes out later this year.
On this
so
year,
the comic book lane is wide open. So it's kind of like we should be able to like. I mean, MCU should be able to cash in on this, but the story gotta work because this the only
Marvel
one we got.
As Marvel heads, man, let me ask you: do you think, looking back on it, that no pun, but Disney kind of oversaturated themselves by doing the TV shows? Was that a little too much?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's like now that we can speak about this objectively with hindsight because we don't have any TV shows pending right now, right?
Yeah.
Daredevil Born Again. That's
Daredevil Born Again. Okay. And even then, right? It's like you gave us a whole bunch of characters, and it's fine. But the MCU was built on characters that we never gave two fucks about because all the big ones were spread this way. So the MCU can get arrogant knowing that we took Thor and we actually liked it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Where Thor wasn't that big to most casual comic book fans or movie buffs or whatever. So now it's time to play with your big jokers or your big spades. And now what we gonna do with it?
I think so. The answer to your question is yes. They absolutely oversaturated themselves. I think they probably should have. So if they were going to move into the show lane anyway because of Disney Plus, right?
Yeah.
First of all, they probably should have stuck to 1 or 2 shows per year, but then also the shows should have been continuations of properties that were already established. The new characters like the She-Hulks and Moon Knights, you probably need to stick to debuting them in movies. Therefore, you can build a big enough fan base, get as many eyes on them as possible, then transition them to TV shows if that's what they want to do. Because nobody want to sit here and watch. Who knows about Moon Knight? Nah, I thought it was dope, but
Moon Knight has so much potential because like what they want to do with the Dark Suns and all that, like the dark mythical stuff,
right?
It was there. The lane is open for that stuff. They just fumbled it.
Yep.
Because you're trying to rush 6 episodes and make us care about this character when we probably needed more time.
Yep.
And that's the other thing. The model of MCU shows fails its characters because it's only 6 episodes. Like a TV show, we love TV shows because it's methodical. Like it really takes its time dissecting, giving you great character development. Where in a film, that's cool because we used to 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hour films, whatever that looks like.
Yeah.
But if we talk about a TV show, no, it takes time to build this up.
Absolutely,
it takes time to build the house, man. And the best shows take time building it up.
Yeah. Yep. What was the last great? What was like the last great Marvel movie?
The last great Marvel movie.
That's really debatable. Like, I don't even want to go back as far as saying Infinity War Endgame because I think it was some good films. I would say Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was a really, really good film. It's a great ending to a trilogy. My thing with movies, Spence, is villains, and how evolutionary in that movie was dope to me. So that being a true opposition, then you get a pretty much the team breaking up and that type of thing. Hold on, did somebody die? I can't remember. Somebody died in Guardians 3.
Nobody
died.
Rocket's love interest.
Okay, but nobody.
But yeah, nobody from the core team died.
Nobody but the core team died, but they created a new team. So it's kind of like, all right, cool. It's something to build upon. So that would be my only like film I would just stand on and say that was like really good. Anything else is kind of like, like maybe a Shang-Chi and that's it. Like that's
you know what?
That was mine. I was fully invested into that film, and then I checked back out after Doctor Strange.
I'm gonna be honest. So my answer would have been Shang-Chi, but I really like the Marvels. I thought the Marvels was really good.
Nothing is wrong with it, but I'm just saying, like, if you say like I can really stand and say that this was like,
it's a great film.
Like Marvels was like I ain't gonna say Marvels was entertaining. I give you that, but I don't.
Well, if we going off that, I'm gonna say Shang-Chi then.
Oh, okay.
Because that
was a great film, man. That was a great film.
Sean, I don't like.
And they dropped the ball with so much, in the MCU because it'll take so much time in between these sequels to really build up the anticipation for these characters. Enough time has passed about Black Panther. We can be honest. Wakanda Forever was You know what I'm saying? It was You know what I'm saying?
They should have recast T'Challa. The original story would have been fire.
Yeah, it's just
they should have recast him.
I know, man.
Hey,
like,
man, Black Panther 2.
Yeah.
Right.
They say, hey, man, you niggas is too happy. The Mexicans gonna come wash you niggas.
But this the thing that I think that was going to happen regardless if we had T'Challa or not. That was going to happen regardless. So I
don't know, man. It's just it's so much potential with the T'Challa character because we don't have a focal point of the MCU. That's why you see all these people fumbling. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like all these movies just keep fumbling. We don't have a leader. Like there's no purity, like, or any smarts, like kind of like a captain or Iron Man who's to take that mantle. You know what I'm saying? As a leader.
Sam Wilson.
Oh shit.
I think it would have been easier to recast T'Challa if you didn't try so hard to make it a black thing.
Okay.
Right?
I'm not mad at
that. It was kind of like he's for our community and our community only. And then by the time Black Panther 2 came, it was like, hey man, we don't really feel
Yeah, them dashikis. They had to mean dashikis on for that one. Man.
They hung them boys right back up.
It was like, well, now what?
Yeah.
So I think the T'Challa character could have been way bigger, but they kind of not necessarily put him in a box, but they put him in a box.
Yeah.
And now it's impossible to recast.
Yeah.
Because y'all done turned him into fucking Martin Luther King.
T'Challa Luther King.
Pretty much.
Is that the title?
Well, it might be it, man. That's crazy.
T'Challa X round this motherfucker.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I love it though.
I know, I love it too, man. But nah, man, I think we have reached the end of our docket, man. We just heard the popping shit.
I know, right? Exactly.
But we got to keep it at an hour for sure. But hey, man, we want to say thank you, Spence. Thank you, brother, for coming on, gracing our platform for sure. Just let the people know where they can find you and anything you got going.
Hey man, just call me Spence on Twitter. Views from the 7 every Monday, man. We out, we still doing it. Come talk this shit with us, come listen. And man, I appreciate you guys, man, for real.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Listen, we won't have such a long span in between having you back on. So.
Yeah, this was fun.
Yeah,
bro.
man, we still got we still got to do something. You know what I mean? Like I said, whether it's y'all coming out here, us coming out there, you know what I'm saying? Sure. Really do some things, you know what I mean? Like it's only 2 of us left.
Yeah, bro.
Thanks. We talk about that quite often. So
and shout out to Views, man, because like I see what y'all be doing, man, and I'm just such a huge fan because I enjoy podcasts and I enjoy it as it's a respect thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of people can't say it out loud. Like I respect y'all. It ain't no problem. Ain't no what we beefing over? A corner of the internet. I got my corner, you got yours.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But just I know y'all have had like a few things where y'all had to revolve co-hosts and stuff like that, but y'all still kept going.
Yep.
Where it's tough.
It's a journey,
it's
man.
Tough. I know it's tough.
It's a journey, bro. It's a journey. But
I
love it.
Sure.
Yeah, I love
So
it,
with that being said, no song of the week. Episode 226. Anything left for the people?
Man, hey, like we say, we appreciate you guys. We love you guys. If you see this link, just share it with everybody because you know what? OS is for the streets.
And with that, that's episode 226.
226.
And we out.
Chill.
You are now listening to Oversaturated, the podcast hosted by Johnnie and Ralph. Now let's get it.